It's no secret that the pro wrestling industry is one of the toughest businesses to get into. While the glitz and glamour of the industry is definitely enticing, and a lot of kids grow up wanting to become the larger-than-life personalities they watch on TV, breaking into the industry takes time and patience. Even when you become a pro wrestler, there are no guarantees and hard work doesn't always ensure success. At least during the 90s, the wrestlers had options. With WCW and ECW gaining popularity, there were options for the wrestlers, and while independent promotions such as ROH do give the performers the opportunity to ply their trade, the allure of signing with WWE is sometimes too good for the wrestlers to resist. While working for the leading sports entertainment company in the world does have its perks, the wrestlers also have to remember the fact that WWE isn't so patient with its talent. A hint of discontent or failure to get over with the first chance you get often means that the officials put you on the back burner while someone takes your spot. While failure is a part of life, for WWE stars, it could often spell the end of their careers. My name is John, and in this video we take a look at 10 flops from the WWE and where they are today. Having a successful last name doesn't always guarantee success, and while the likes of Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton have been able to get out of their father's shadows, Ted DiBiase Jr. wasn't as lucky. Ted's WWE career reached its zenith when he joined the Legacy faction along with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and won the tag team titles with Cody. But once the group disbanded, Ted Jr. tried to follow in his father's footsteps, christening himself with the new $1 million title. However, lightning did not strike twice for DiBiase Jr., and his singles run became a colossal failure. While the WWE tried to repackage Ted, it was obvious that the star wasn't getting over with the fans. With his WWE career flailing, Ted decided to retire from the wrestling business and focus on his family and other commitments. After leaving the WWE in 2013, Ted Jr. took up an executive position with a college textbook e-commerce website and currently works as the Vice President of Business Development for One Life. There are many ways a superstar can make a name for themselves in the industry, and for Gene Snitsky, it was because of a miscarriage. In the early 2000s, WWE was still putting on controversial product, and Snitsky's rivalry with Kane and Lita began when Snitsky inadvertently cost the duo their child. For the next few months, the unapologetic superstar claimed that the miscarriage wasn't his fault. While the angle was done in poor taste, Snitsky's catchphrase did help him in getting over with the audience. However, that wasn't enough for the star to climb the ladder in the promotion, and after he was let go, Snitsky worked on the indies for a while and even showed up on TNA programming. He has since tried his hand in acting and starred in the movie 100 Acres of Hell in 2016. The WWE's version of ECW was doomed from the very beginning, but it did help some superstars such as CM Punk and Bobby Lashley get some much needed airtime. Of course, WWE today doesn't want you to remember the fact that they brought ECW back from the dead, as they don't even want you to mention the name of the last ever ECW champion, Ezekiel Jackson. Big Zeke had the physique Vince McMahon and the WWE management looked for in a star, and the officials even put the Intercontinental title on the superstar. However, it was obvious that he still wasn't ready for the big leagues, and the common perception was that he was still green in the ring. After getting behind the superstar for a couple of years, WWE finally gave up on him and both parties parted ways amicably, with Jackson leaving the promotion in 2014. Ezekiel then showed up on TNA, but did not stick around for too long, and after leaving TNA he signed with Lucha Underground and worked for the promotion for just over 6 months. Due to traveling conflicts, Jackson left Lucha Underground, and the former WWE star continues to perform on the independents, most notably for German promotion West Side Extreme Wrestling. It's often difficult to get a second chance in the WWE, but Chris Masters was given a shot at redemption when WWE brought him back for a second run in 2009. During his initial run with the company, Masters was pushed heavily on the main roster as he dominated the other stars with his patented Master Lock. Masters even challenged for the WWE title, but the fans never truly believed that he was good enough, a sentiment that remained unchanged when he resigned with the company. Similar to his first run, Masters was pushed immediately, but WWE quickly gave up on the star and he left the promotion once again in 2011. Masters then went back to Impact Wrestling, where he formed an alliance with then Impact Global Champion Eli Drake, but left the promotion earlier this year. Masters, however, continues to compete for various indie promotions. Speaking of stars that were pushed from the get-go, Carlito won the US title during his very first match on the main roster and defeated John Cena to get his hands on it. WWE aired vignettes of the star before he even made his debut, as the promotion put their faith in the performer and decided to push him on the main roster. During his tenure with WWE, Carlito also won the IC title, and while the fans believed that the superstar had what it took to become a world champion, things soured between both parties when Carlito violated WWE's wellness policy and refused to enter a rehabilitation facility. Since his release, Carlito has competed in various indie promotions and has won numerous titles in World Wrestling Council. When the brand split came into effect, there were reports about WWE wanting to bring Carlito back, but the superstar reportedly turned down the offer as he believed he wouldn't be booked properly in the company. Very few superstars made as big of an impact on their debut as the original Nexus did almost a decade ago. Led by Wade Barrett, Nexus hijacked Raw, destroyed the ringside area, and took out John Cena in the process. Many believe that the WWE hurt Barrett's character during his feud with Cena and backed Barrett to become a world champion. Barrett won the Intercontinental title and the King of the Ring tournament, but WWE's booking hurt his credibility and the superstar requested for his release in 2016. Barrett initially wanted to try his hand in acting, but the superstar started competing in various independent promotions in 2017. In July this year, Barrett signed a deal with World of Sport Wrestling and currently serves as an executive and also as a commentator. It isn't often that comedic acts get over with WWE, but when Sandow was confined to mid-card roles, the WWE fans started getting behind him. Sandow was initially given the gimmick of a condescending intellectual heel, and Sandow won the Money in the Bank contract but was unsuccessful in winning the World Heavyweight title. He was then given the gimmick of Mizdow, the Miz's assistant, and the more fans got behind him, the harder it became for him to climb the ladder. Sandow was released from the WWE in 2016 and he signed with Impact Wrestling, working as Aaron Rex. Sandow won the Impact Grand title in TNA but failed to reclaim the popularity he once achieved in WWE. Rex decided to leave Impact in 2017 and also revealed that he would be taking an extended break from the wrestling business to focus on his acting career. Sandow is currently taking acting classes and has his sights set on making it in Hollywood. In pro wrestling, the tried and tested method of pushing a foreign heel as a dominant, apathetic wrestler has almost always worked, and WWE introduced a similar character by the name of Vladimir Kozlov. Kozlov was initially seen as a silent assassin, going unbeaten for over a year, until he was handed his first defeat by Shawn Michaels. Vladimir had even beaten The Undertaker, so the fans were left perplexed when WWE started to use him as a jobber and paired him with Santino Marella, with the duo used as comic relief. After leaving the WWE, Kozlov started working as a trainer and revealed his ambitions of becoming a mixed martial artist. The former WWE star has since become a stuntman and even worked with The Rock while filming Fast and Furious 6. As far as wasted potential goes, Mr. Kennedy's name would be at the very top of the pile. It wasn't as if the company did not give him enough chances. In fact, it was Mr. Kennedy's bad luck that ruined his chances of winning a world title in the WWE. Kennedy won the US title during his time with the promotion, and also became Mr. Money in the Bank. Although an injury forced him to drop the briefcase to Edge, who cashed it in during the same week to win the World Heavyweight title. Mr. Kennedy was released from his contract in 2009 and later signed with Impact Wrestling. Kennedy won the TNA World title twice during his run with the promotion, but the superstar once again failed to capitalize on the chances he was given. Kennedy was fired from TNA for failing an on-the-spot drug test in 2016, and has since been splitting time between his wrestling school and working on the indies. If looks could define how far a pro wrestler would go in the business, John Morrison would have been a multiple-time world champion. The Shaman of Sexy won the ECW title as well as the Intercontinental Championship in the WWE, along with the tag team titles, but the World Championship eluded the star, and he decided against renewing his contract in 2011. Morrison then competed on the independent circuit and signed with Lucha Underground in 2014, becoming the Lucha Underground champion. In 2017, the former WWE star inked a deal with Impact Wrestling and is currently under contract with the promotion. And these are 10 WWE wrestling flops and where they are today. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more videos.